Get goes everybody, because today we're continuing to play Dark Knights. Where were we? Here you go. When I get back on my feet, Rasumi positions the arrow above his back while holding him in place with her other hand. There is a sadistic expression on her face, her eyes are almost gleaming with delight. She brings the sharp object down into Leoji's back before I can reach her. No. Okay, he's dead. Leoji groans before becoming completely silent. Adrenaline takes over me, and I shove Rasumi away. How could you do that? Even though she has magic powers and all that. Well, what happened to the zombies? Okay. Pulling Leoji into my arms, now the arrow has completely penetrated his torso. The red stain on the shirt is only growing bigger. As the blood drips down my hands, I am almost frozen from shock. If I don't touch the arrow, he shouldn't bleed out too fast, but I don't know how many organs were hit. What do I do? His hoarse voice utters my name before he closes his eyes. My tears drip onto his face, sorry. Someone help him. I want to scream, but only whispers leave my mouth. My hands shiver together with sadness. I feel anger. I gently place Leoji on the ground and face Rasumi. Without hesitation, I throw my fist at her. She transforms her bow back into a cane and blocks my attack. Are you sure you want to fight against me? I may not be able to harm you with spells, but you can't resist physical attacks. You're hardly a threat to me without your little demon bodyguard. You're just Foo-foo, what you think doesn't matter. Why did you involve innocent people in this? Can't you achieve your goals without using them? That's not how the world works, Treble. I don't know them, and I'm not even close to you. So why should I care? I raise my knee to her stomach. She takes the hit full on, but surprisingly she does not budge at all. The wicked smile is locked on her face. Hit me as much as you want, but it won't bring back the dead. It is only self-satisfaction. I want to attack her. My entire being is shaking from anger. However, when I clench my fist, I feel the blood on them. It draws me back to reality. I can't beat her. She might have a trick up her sleeve. If I die here, Leoji's sacrifice would be in vain. I have to at least get out alive. Those corrupted people are still around. She could still use them to get me. My eyes shift to Leoji's body. The spirits are only hovering over it. It seems he will not get possessed anytime soon. I'm so sorry, Leoji. So she runs away. I turn away from her and run into the forest as though my life depended on it. I manage to find a safe spot to catch my breath. I draw a handkerchief from my pocket and clean my blood-stained hands. It takes a long time before I realize my face is wet. How long have I been crying? I feel horrible being the only one that was able to escape. Why are you doing this to me, taking everyone away? You won't get away with this. I will get my revenge. I remember nothing on my walk to the temple. Caveman, are you here? My limbs feel heavy, but I force myself to move forward. My vision turns blurry, not that it matters since it's already so dark. The sadness of loss is heavy on my chest. It still feels surreal to think about what happened. Ikuya, Leoji, I'm so sorry. Both dead. When I reach the temple, I am told by the spirits that Caveman is on patrol. They were a bit restless upon seeing my devastated face and bloodied clothes, so we can't just teleport here now, especially since we've been seen by the spirits that Caveman keeps in the temple. Come on, man. A feeling of disappointment and frustration wells up inside me. The spirits offer to let me stay, but I am too restless to be cooped up. I wander aimlessly around the forest for a few hours, hoping to catch a glance of Caveman. In the end, I do not find him. Exhaustion takes over my body and I decide to go home, taking a longer route than normal to shake off any pursuers. I walk as fast as I can, but every eerie rustle causes my heart to jump. Reaching the village does not put me at ease until I see my home up ahead. I turn on the lights. The house looks normal. There is still furniture in disarray, but the living room has been clean of blood and feathers. The broken windows boarded up. That's convenient. Turn on the lights and drop onto the couch. My body cannot hold itself up anymore. What happened? What the fuck? You were here this entire fucking time? Trouble? Caveman sits down beside me with a curious expression. I want to tell him, but I cannot find the right words. I stare at the ceiling, but my friend's bloody faces reflect back at me. My eyes begin to tear up. I feel my hand shaking as I try to utter a few words. Caveman draws closer and takes my hand into his. I bow down to hide my face. I bow down to hide my face. I feel embarrassed to face Caveman like this. His arm wraps around my back and pushes me against his body. He holds me in an embrace. The gesture makes tears well up. I cannot help but bury my face into his chest. Let out your feelings. I won't go anywhere. Come on, do it. I cry and sob. Quietly, he caresses my head. He slowly calms me down. I pull away when my tears stop flowing. My face is a total mess right now. Thank you, Caveman. If I could, I would tell you everything, but my mind needs to rest a bit. I understand. I drop myself back onto the couch and close my eyes. Caveman takes his haori off and uses it as a blanket for me, even though I already have a blanket in my room, but whatever, I guess. My dreams are full of nightmares and I cry throughout the night. The feeling of Caveman's hand petting my head subconsciously comforts me. Eventually, I dream no more. The next morning, it started to rain. Goddamn, it started to rain in real life. Hopefully, it doesn't ruin the recording, but I think it will. Oh well. I heard the sound of deep breaths. Maybe I should wait 5 seconds so that I can use that as part of the noise reduction editing I do in Audacity. Yeah, I'm gonna wait 5 seconds. Okay, it seems to be enough. I hear the sound of deep breaths. I slowly open my eyes and then realize I'm not sleeping in the same spot I remember. What happened last night? As I slowly rub my eyes, my elbow hits something warm. Looking down, I see Caveman glancing at me with half-lidded eyes. I realize that I rolled off the couch and fell on Caveman, who is sleeping on the floor. I'm finally up. I wanted to carry you to your room, but you were clinging to the couch. I had no choice but to leave you be. Who knew you are so wild in your sleep? My cheeks turned red after hearing his words. I did not know that of myself. Well, excuse me. I want to get up, but he wraps his arm around my body, which makes me unable to move. Caveman. You shouldn't get up so fast. Rest a bit longer. I stopped moving as he suggested. When I rest my head on his chest, I hear his heartbeat. The pace is calm and slow, which is the opposite of my rapidly beating one. Unlike last night, my mind has calmed down a bit and I am composed enough to talk. Sorry I wasn't around to greet you. I came home late yesterday because Leoji and I recently threatened us and chased us into the forest, but in the end I couldn't. I bite my lips and take a deep breath. Images flash through my head and chest starts to ache again. She killed Leoji. I only survived because I ran. Leoji actually has nothing to do with this, Yeti. I noticed my voice breaking. I take a deep breath and continue my story. Caveman listens patiently as I take my time to talk. How could an angel cause this much tragedy, as if things weren't already a mess before she moved to the village? Now she's just waltzing in and taking lives like it's a game. If that's what she told you, it's a lie. I've detected her presence long ago in the village. She was not doing any harm, so I had no reason to pursue her. Who knew she was this insane? I wonder why she came after me of all people. She could be thinking of using you in some way. Don't think too much about it. She might be after your blessed soul. Those individuals can use their power in many ways. If you train and use it correctly, you can become an exorcist. Oh, come on. Please don't tell me there's going to be a training arc about my blessed soul power or whatever. Oh, really? That means I can help you out. No, I'm not planning to use you. Besides, there are side effects. So there's still hope. We can defeat her. We? Did you actually listen to what I said? Why did you not tell me about this? I would have trained to get better control over my powers and... He presses his finger on my lips before I could continue. Having a destiny doesn't mean you are bound to that fate. It's better for you to stay out of this dark world. As for the side effects, you might lose your humanity if you overuse your powers. What the... Okay. That's my decision to make. I became involved the moment I was born. Even a little training. It might have been enough to save. You should have told me before things got this bad. There was no reason for me to tell. I turned away from him. Caveman has an infinite amount of patience, but I am determined not to speak to him until he speaks first. In the end, Caveman gives in and explains himself. Even so, I have a feeling he has more secrets hidden away. Treble. Yeah. This village is very important to you, right? Mm-hmm. You're right about me judging too quickly. The past weeks I spent at the village changed my views on the people. When he opens his eyes in the next moment, I sense something different. He opens his eyes, but his character portrait has his eyes closed, though. What the hell? His expression is even more grim than usual, maybe even angry. It only flashed for a moment, but I could tell he is up to something. The day passes by while I stay home with Caveman at my side. Nothing unusual happened. That's convenient. I am processing what happened so far. I feel my grudge towards Rasumi growing. While I browse through a newspaper, I notice wanted advertisements. My eyes skim through the names Emmy, Nair, Ainsley, Fair, even Saga from the ice cream shop. Wow, it's really started to rain loud. Those people are reported missing. If their relatives learn that they are dead, they will be surprised. Surprise is an understatement. I drop onto my desk and rest my head on my arms. Once I chose to investigate Caveman, I have been misled. I went after many people who were not the culprit. Were there any hints? Since Rasumi can control those corrupted people, could she be the mastermind? The police are on a manhunt for Rasumi, especially after the murders of Ikoy and Ryoji. Well, good for them. Facing his father was difficult for me, but I had to tell him the truth. I'm not sure if he believed me, but he still listened. Wanted the police to spread the word about Rasumi, but I refused in order to prevent mass panic in the village. As I am drowning in thoughts, I fall asleep. I hear the sound of a ticking clock. And when I open my eyes, it is dusk. I look around for Caveman, it seems he's gone out. I have seen him going out often around dusk at night. And I hope he does not work too hard. Oh, dude, he should totally work hard. There's so many deaths and people dying. No, so I'm pretty sure the advice of don't work too hard is a pretty bad advice. At that moment, I hear a group pass by the street. I shove the curtains aside and watch them. Judging from their clothes, they are priests. I think they are hunting evil spirits. A strange feeling lingers in my gut. I hope Caveman doesn't bump into these guys. Suddenly, two familiar little spirits pop up beside me. They are in panic as they ramble without pause. Our master's in trouble. Please come to help. You're the only one we can rely on. Caveman sent you out for help? That's so unexpected of him. We actually acted on our own, but we believe this is the best method. Lead the way. I immediately go out, following the spirits. A short while later, the forest comes into view. What could have happened to Caveman? The spirits give off enough light for me to navigate through the dark forest. We finally stop at a clearing, but there is no one around. Did we lose track of him? I thought for sure he was at this spot. Did you lead us in the wrong... I don't know. He might not be far. If he had been here, there might be a clue nearby. While exploring around, I found puddles of dark liquid on the ground. The stains are almost black. I recall the color of Zeikun's blood. Oh no, Caveman. I hear an odd sound coming from behind. When I turn to look, it disappears. This is suspicious. I better be on guard. Screech. Loud noises sound through this arena. It might be stupid, but my gut tells it is what I am looking for. As I get closer, I can make out the sounds of clashing noises that can only come from a battle. Okay. I do my best to catch up, but they are moving fast as well. My pace slows down as I try to catch my breath. When I look down, I realize the trail has more blood splatters and a bunch of large white feathers scattered about. Wait, Rasumi and Caveman? Following this trail, I end up at the temple. There are even more feathers scattered everywhere. In the middle of this chaos stands Caveman in his demonic form. Despite the mess of his clothes, which has been ripped and stained crimson, he looks like a valiant warrior returning from the battlefield. It seems I arrived right after the event is over. When he notices me, he freezes for a moment. Worriedly, I run over to him. I heard you were in trouble. What happened here? His eyes look tired with a hint of confusion. When did you? He glances over the two spirits next to me with a stern glare. They disappear into thin air as soon as they notice their master's expression. Out of all possibilities, they went to you. You don't have to worry anymore. You're all covered in blood and you're telling me not to worry? Yeah, the battle is over. I took care of what troubled you. Wait, so Rasumi's dead now, for real? I sigh deeply and look around. Those feathers, are they from Rasumi? You shouldn't have stained your hands for me. I didn't want your hands stained with blood. So what else is the other fucking option, Trouble? Would you rather let Rasumi run wild and alive and keep killing on people in the village? Are you stupid? She was after me anyway. We'll face each other sooner or later. Yeah, what he said. If I had decided earlier, I might have saved more people. He killed Rasumi for my sake? Yeah. I feel my eyes staring up and I bow my head, flustered. Yeah, hopefully that's not going to happen anymore. I know this might alert the heavens realm, but I had enough of staying idle. If killing an angel is what it takes to save the village, then I don't regret anything. This sacrifice is worth whatever's coming for me. He raises his chin and gently wipes away my tears. His gaze has become more gentle. I wonder when he started to change. I have been so focused on the village recently that I didn't know what he went through. Thank you for taking care of me, Caveman. My eyes are drawn to his blood-stained clothes. You're badly hurt. He pats my head and forces a smile. It's not the first time, isn't it? I will manage it. The piece does not last long and I notice a crowd of lights heading in this direction, of course. I sense demonic energy near that old temple. Let's do this. This will be the first and last time he will be seen. Yeah. In an instant, Caveman lifts me up and carries me to the temple. He puts me down at a safe spot near the temple. Before he leaves, he throws one more glance at me. Stay here and don't move an inch. I'm going to deal with them. Immediately, I grab his sleeve and halt him. Please don't leave me again. Caveman turns back to me and kneels down. He stares into my eyes and places his hand on mine. This is something only I could do. I will come back to you like I always do. The resolve in his eyes makes my grip loosen. Okay. He cups my cheek for a moment and smiles at me, shortly after he leaves. I peek from the corner and see a group of people in the yard. Some are dressed in robes and I assume they are priests. I cannot count the numbers from this view, but it seems like a lot. Caveman is facing all of them alone. Luckily, they seem not too far away because I can catch the conversation. Why, that's convenient. So, we finally meet, Forest a Demon. You cannot hide your presence anymore. We gather the best priests and everyone available from the village. We knew you were behind all of those disappearances and deaths. That's right, I'm the demon. What are you going to do about me? For centuries, you brought disaster and misfortune upon us and lured people to their deaths. We are here to put an end to everything. Thinking about killing me? For mere humans, that's an impossible task. Don't get too full of yourself. We have developed our techniques. There is no way to escape. A smirk crosses Caveman's face. Despite the tense atmosphere, he seems calm and relaxed. I cannot read exactly what he's up to, but I cannot imagine that he will actually fight these people. The priests raise their staff and start to chant spells. This scene reminds me of Caveman's father. Oh no, the priests are about to do something to him. I cannot let this happen. Without hesitation, I ran out and stand before him with my arms spread wide. Due to my interruption, they stopped the ritual and looked confusedly at me. You can't do this. Oh, sorry. Wrong voice. You can't do this. He has never harmed anyone. Why would you lock away an innocent person, even though he's a demon? No matter how you look, he is the forest demon. He didn't deny it either. Yeah, he's so dumb in Caveman's part. Stay out of this, girl. You don't know what you're doing. Maybe she's being controlled by him. Take him down immediately before more victims fall. The priests continue the ritual while a few separated groups try to lock us in our spot with enchanted charms. Treble, I wonder when you will actually listen to me. I don't want you to end this way. Okay, what happens now? As soon as the spells reach us, I feel my insides burning. Time seems to slow down as their spells shatter before they could hit me. My eyes widen into paper pieces that light up in black fire and disappear. It all happens within a fraction of a second. While I am still dazed of what happens, Caveman scoops me up in his arms and runs into the forest. The priests are surprised at this turn of events but immediately start running after us. Use stronger spells. Don't let them escape, chase after them and don't lose your focus. They're using demonic spells. Perhaps they have resorted to fighting a demon using one. Don't use more of your powers. It will cause a strain on your body. Take more control of your emotions. But how else can I protect you? I know. Why don't we run back to my house and maybe you can live there. You know I can't stay too long away from this forest. The place I was born will be my grave. I promised my grandmother. No, I can't accept this. Why are you fussing so much over me? If the priest exorcises me, the folks will finally be at ease. Don't you get it? I don't want to lose you, Caveman. His eyes widened for a moment, looking at me with disbelief. He remained speechless but seemed to accept my words. I never knew that I was of importance to someone. I didn't expect you to be this oblivious. A faint smile crosses his lips as he glances at me. You are important to me too. You changed me. I now understand the value of acceptance. Suddenly the collar around his neck starts to crack and shatter. What collar? Okay, I notice the spares around us fade away until none of them are left. I am surprised at what happened. Hey, what is going to happen now? This is... go back. Fuck. This is, I don't know, maybe my life isn't linked with the spirits in this forest anymore? What? Okay. How do I go? There we go. It's a bad sign, right? I see lights approaching us. I don't have time to think about it. Don't let them escape. We already have a cast barrier in this area. They won't get far. Hearing voices, Caveman takes a few turns to shake them off. I can't remain in this place anymore even if I wanted to. Now that they've learned about my presence, the hunt will never end until I die before their eyes. I understand. Okay. He stands by a large bush and puts me down. There is a strange sinking feeling in my chest and it aches. I can tell that this is the end. This is our last goodbye. Why? When he moves to hug me, I cling onto him tightly for as long as I can. Caveman is the first to step away. I want you to be safe, but I can't watch over you any longer. Trust me, I will survive this. He looks into my eyes for a moment before going off. I hunker down in the bushes and watch his priests surrounding him. As they start to chant, Caveman begins to draw a large circle using his blood on the ground. It opens a dark hole in the air. The mask looks strange, as if a piece of sky is floating there. For a second, Caveman looks in my direction. Our eyes meet for a second before he turns back. He jumps into the mask and vanishes. He is escaping to the demon realm. Make sure to seal his entrance so that he would never be able to come back. Small lights appear around the hole, closing it. To make sure everything is secure, they chanted more spells to clear the area. One of the priests finds me hiding in the bushes. Surprisingly, they were friendly to me. Oh, thank the heavens. Did he finally release his control over you? Are you still human? I go with everything they say and ask. Eventually, the priests disperse, and all I hear in the forest is silence. The hunt is finally over. When I am about to return to the village, I catch a glimpse of the marshmallow spirits. They are waving to me. They don't have any arms though, but okay. Thank you for releasing the demon from his chains. Okay. Now what? It took several months. A time skip month, okay. It took several months for the priest to wipe out all of the evil spirits from the village. The corrupted people too, they eventually discovered and purified by the priest. The process is still ongoing and not everyone has been accounted for yet. I wonder what the police will react to this, like, holy crap. Supernatural things are real? Alright. After the night resuming was taken care of, the kidnappings and unexplainable deaths came to a stop. The village calmed down. Since it occurred on the same night the demon was officially declared to be gone for good by the priest, it was enough to convince everyone that all the tragedies had been the demon's handiwork. This event is recorded in the history archives as Dark Legends. It is written that countless people were cursed, others killed by the forest demon. In the end, he was banished from this village, and the people finally live in peace. It's just that Dark Knight, because it's the title of the game, Dark Knights. I have not heard from Caveman. I keep visiting the temple to pay my thanks. Without his help, this whole village might turn into the Walking Dead. Only I know the truth, but that does not matter. As long as someone believes in him, I hope he'll return someday. I passed by a cemetery with 2 bouquets. What lies before me is the graves of 2 people I know for a long time. Sorry I couldn't do anything at that time. Everything is over. The culprit is dead. Ikuya, Leoji, may you rest in peace. Okay. Normal and 2. Achievement, they're all gone. Lamau. That's funny, so I still have a few minutes left. Now that we're done with, what route is this? Dark Legends route? Yeah, Dark Legends route. Let's go for the new Legends route. Still Caveman's route, but this time it's gonna be a new normal end. My first mission is to keep an eye on my neighborhood. If there are any suspicious activities or people, I can report it to the office. Legend says that he assigned me there because my neighborhood has been without a guard for a while. It does not sound like a very exciting job, but at least I'll finally be able to do something. I sit close to my window and keep my attention to the street. My house is in the middle of the neighborhood, where I can see people walking in and out. I peek at the clock, 8:20 p.m. No one has been passing by. Bored, I tap my pen against the notepad. Maybe I should take a break now. I'll have to be awake the entire night and be troublesome if I were to accidentally fall asleep later. A few hours passed by without much happening. Maybe I got my hopes up too early. Right when my eyes start to get heavy, I see a guy walk into view. His movements are the kind of stumbling and shuffling that drunkards do. Other than that, he does not seem very suspicious. I observe his appearance and note it down. After he walks off, I see another person on the street. Is that Kaichi? As soon as I notice the blonde-haired guy, I immediately get up. I know that abandoning my post in the middle of a job is not the best idea, but nothing good ever comes out of this guy wandering around at night. I decide to follow him and see what he's up to. Check my equipment and grab my jacket. Wow, it's raining so hard today. What the hell? In real life. I hope it doesn't ruin the recording. I am working with Kaichi now, right? If he's doing a job, I can help him with that. Good, he hasn't noticed me yet. It looks like he is after that drunk guy. Oh no, is he planning to kidnap him? I need to stop him. Little by little, I silently approach Kaichi from behind, my pepper spray ready in hand. I run and jump in front of him, aiming at the spray at his eyes. Take this, you murderous Shinigami. Even though I had approached him from his blind spot, he dodges it at the last second. I keep my finger on the nozzle until he grabs my wrist and moves the spray away from his face. I never expected to be hunted while I'm the one hunting. Don't you dare kidnap more people. I'm after evil souls right now. You're telling me that drunk guy is possessed? Yeah, it's the only first stage, so it's barely noticeable. I was lucky to come across one tonight. I raised my eyebrow and lowered the spray bottle. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I will let him finish his job before demanding an explanation. We keep on walking while having a conversation. Since when were you after zombies? I thought you were only interested in cursed souls. There's that too, but these guys are messing with my job. Speaking of that, I'm even luckier to have found you so easily. You even came running right to me. What? I point the pepper spray at him again. Hey, I won't do anything to you. Yet. The forest demon is keeping a closer eye on you, and I'm not looking for more trouble. Caveman is. Maybe that is the reason why Kaichi hasn't laid a finger on me. Caveman chuckles at my Kaichi chuckles at my reaction. So, little girl, what are you doing out this late? I'm on duty and you're my first suspect. What? But I haven't done anything yet. Really, how many cursed souls do you have now? 14, but don't misunderstand, I didn't kill all of them. I counted people who died of natural causes too. There are only a few souls left on my list. And you're still coming after Ikuya and I, huh? Don't lay a finger on her or... Yeah. He gives me a brief smile and I wonder if he really is going to keep his word. You'd better head home for now. I sense a few more evil spirits nearby. So you're better at finding zombies than people, huh? Your cursed soul smell must be sticking to me. I lift my foot to kick at him. I won't leave yet. This is my chance to understand more about what's going on. Have you figured out what had caused the spirits to possess the dead bodies? Even though I've been finding them for a while, I don't know the source. In fact, I don't even have a single lead. As far as I know, only demons can pull off something like this. There are no demons in this village except for the forest one. Although, maybe. No, never mind. I have no clue. Kaichi runs a hand through his hair. As we continue following that man, he suddenly spots us. In response, he starts running. Without hesitation, we chase after him. Kaichi is faster and easily catches up to him, his scythe already in hand. He swings across the man's middle. A dark mist spills out in the air and vanishes. I stop in front of them, panting from the run. The body falls on the ground and stays still. Despite the direct hit, there are no scratches on it. Was that black thing a soul? Yeah, this guy was infected not too long ago, so his soul was still in his body. It was the only way to save him. Do you know how they got possessed? There are two possibilities. One is when a person still alive becomes a victim of a ritual that allows evil spirits to enter the body. The spirits then slowly eat away at the soul. The soul is lost forever and the body becomes an empty shell. The second way of possession is to use an actual dead body. After the soul is forced to leave, the empty body becomes prone to getting taken over by evil spirits. It's a faster method than the first one and usually done by non-Shinigami. You can tell when someone's possessed when they change drastically. It's very obvious. You describe them as drunk. Given the number of deaths recently, I guess the second is happening more often. I frown at the thought and shake my head. Anyway, this guy was the only zombie around, so this area is clear. I'm heading to the West District. I'll head home and continue my duty then. Hey, if you encounter anything strange, make sure to tell me. Oh? I'm only missing a few pieces of information. Soon I'll solve this mystery and catch the culprit. I'll do my best for you. He throws me a wink and flies off into the darkness. Once I am back home, I return to my usual spot. The night passes by very slowly. All I do is stare at an empty street. Okay. Finally, it is the weekend. I browse through the newspaper, but there's nothing new. Even the police have nothing to report. I completed my duty without any troubles at all. I get a call from Lyoji, who asks if everything went smoothly. I tell him all the details except for the encounter with Kaichi and the zombie. Lyoji would be skeptical about it anyway. I saw a few people, but nothing out of the ordinary. I almost fell asleep from boredom. Wow, aren't you lucky, getting rewarded for doing nothing. How's Ikuya holding up? You're actually surprisingly good at handling student council stuff. Well, the workload should ease up since the holidays start next week. I totally forgot about that. Well, don't forget our deal. Give it up we don't get homework during holidays, no problem. Hey, I didn't say. You didn't say which to make, so I assume the deal started right after when you accepted the job. You can't add more details after I agreed to what was said. Fine, I lose this time. I hear chuckles from the other side. Whatever, it's not like the homework was a big deal. Shinada ain't keeping much through the window again. The streets are still empty. As I am dozing up, I hear footsteps from downstairs. The sudden noise makes me jolt in my seat and I get up alarmed. What was that? After grabbing the umbrella from the table, I put my ear against the floor and focus on the footsteps. The sounds are soft, almost careful. I wonder if it's a burglar. It's only possible during this time. The moving speed surprises me. They go from room to room as if they are walking through walls. They move towards the stairs and suddenly slow down. I hear the sound of old creaking wood as if someone is climbing up. I carefully move out of the room and stand at a distance. Facing the stairs, I wait for something to appear. But nobody comes up. I feel a cold chill running down my spine as my eyes stare at the empty space. I was sure someone's going upstairs. Did I imagine it? Maybe they're flying or something. The footsteps continue, but now they are behind me. I immediately turn around and grasp my umbrella tightly. A boy stands there watching me with wide eyes. Who the hell are you? Oh my goodness. Is this the Grudge? Shocked, I trip over my own feet and fall backwards. Even though the fall hurt, I quickly scramble to my feet and hold my makeshift weapon in front of me. My heart beats faster when I do not see anyone around. Why are there two whens here? Whatever. It's starting to get creepy. Maybe I'm imagining things. Where did you go? The sound of footsteps is coming from the first floor again. It almost sounds like I landed in a horror movie. This time when I look at the staircase again, I see something. A boy crawls upstairs using his arms. Again, you've already seen the ghost. The ghost kid already saw you, and it's like, okay, I'll do my intro the second time because because apparently I failed the first time. Okay. His lower half is missing. Right, a trick or illusion? My body is frozen as this creepy scene plays before my eyes. Sup, man? The boy lifts his chin and looks straight at me. Found you. As soon as I hear his words, the boy starts crawling faster. Okay. I scream and throw the... Okay, I'm getting into here because I have to prepare for work now. This is getting ridiculous. Again. So this is Dark Knights, Chapter 4, New Legends. Yeah. New Legends route. Oh yeah, because of the what was it called again? Fuck. New Legends. Oh yeah, New Legends route. If you want to try the game for yourselves, the links are in the description. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourselves. Okay, we're done with Chapter 4, Dark Legends. We are now in Chapter 4 again, but this time it's the New Legends route. So many routes, man.